in the back of the. He's very pretty. Yeah, and the other bodyguard wasn't in there, so he's Biggie.
Hey, what up? What up? This is your boy DVR. Deaf Video Reacts on this video. We are about to do a reaction to the real Chinese reaction to I Show Speed Unhinged China Trip. Why I'm doing this reaction is because, for one, Stephanie Sue. She is so beautiful. Uh before I had my before I was with my girl, I had a thing for Stephanie too. The way she does her channel, she's very into crime mystery in Asian countries. Uh Her channel is based off of mysterious crimes, kidnappings and whatnot. But she really had to do this video of I Show Speed because his China trip was so uplifting and so beautifully made that a lot of people in America that is like us, the black community, is what I'm saying. Uh, I consider myself black, but I'm mixed, black and white. I've been living within the black community all my life. So I've been living with black families all my life, foster families. I had a Jamaican foster mom too. Uh, Out of all my foster families, I had all black foster families. I when I came, it came with when I met my real family. I felt more comfortable with my black side of my family. So y'all already seen the video. Hopefully, I will show you in the edit. Once after I edit the video, I did a little session about my family inside this one video. You guys got to see it. But yeah, uh I felt more comfortable with my black side of my family. But yeah, I feel as though I am ingrained in the black community. But yeah, a lot of our community is wanting to be in China because of the of this video with I Show Speed when he took the tour to Asia, basically. So since I since that was the second reason, you already know. I am a lover of Asian culture. I saw this video. And third of all, I'm sorry, but I do like Young Don Reacts. He's one of my favorite channels to look at. Abba Preach, Young Don, Young Don, Papa Gut, and and I can't remember the other ones I like to look at. Uh Let me check. Oh yeah, Astral Dior. Yeah, Astral Dior. But for some odd reason, when it came to, I don't think Astral Dior made a video of this, but Yondon Reacts did. And I don't know if he actually saw the video or saw uh highlights of the bad stuff that was going on in the tour. But I'm just gonna say he went about it in a ignorant way. So for all the Yondon React uh fans, hopefully you're open minded to see this video with Stephanie Sue in my reaction to it. To give you more of a open minded to give you a nuance, yeah, a nuance, uh not nuance, to give you a change in how I show how China felt about I show speed. The whole country of China. There we go. The whole country of China felt about I show speed. Because when it came to the Wakanda news, uh what I mean Black Panther, there was a lot of articles that said they wanted to ban Black Panther in China because of the actor being the Black Panther being black. When it came to the the COVID-19, is the netizens over there, uh the article said that the netizens over there tried to attack the black people because they thought it came from them, the COVID-19. This is basically from the past, like up from 10 years ago, I think, if I can remember straight. But with me loving China so much, no, Asia so much, and I seen all these videos of how black people who live in China or African people who live in China set up their own businesses or CEOs or just loving China. They have Chinese wives and whatnot. Uh if I can find those videos, I will show them too. I will give y'all little links inside the video or pictures of those videos once I do the edits. But yeah, we're going to start this reaction right now. Oh, and the beautiful thing about Stephanie Sue or Stephanie Soul, the way she does her storytelling. Her storytelling is immaculate when it comes to the murder mysteries, the crime, any type of video she does. There's magnificent storytelling. She goes very detailed within her videos, and she's funny at the same time. Guys should check her out. If you watch this, you guys should check her out. She does a lot of good videos. But yeah.
Agua.
Here's when I knew that I needed to cover this story. Here's when I knew that this was gonna be an entirety of a Mott's episode, maybe even 3 or 10, because it's so insane. One day, Tiffany comes into our house and she's like, oh my God, we're eating lunch. She's like, oh my God, have you guys seen this? She's pulling up these Chinese articles and they're all in Chinese. So I'm like, I don't know what any of this is. And she's translating for me and she says, famous American streamer IShowSpeed bows at the Temple of Beijing. And so she's like, I mean, that's so respectful. Like, Chinese people love him. They're obsessed with him. He literally it says he went to the temple at Beijing and he bowed in respect because he was taken aback by the beauty of the temple. And then I'm like, you know, that's actually crazy because I don't know anything about IShowSpeed. I just didn't think he would be overcome with the beauty of architecture and history that he would bow immediately, because I don't even know if I would bow immediately. An hour later, she comes back up to us and goes, actually, I'm so sorry, it was fake news. And I said, what? What was fake news? So he didn't bow at the Temple of Beijing. He tripped. And then someone took a screenshot of him tripping mid-trip, and it looked like a bow. And Chinese media ran with it. They said, famous American live streamer bowing at the Temple of Beijing. So I was like, you know what? I do have to do an episode on IShowSpeed, because the American reaction, the Chinese reaction, it's like two different worlds. It's two different worlds. Now, I need to get y'all caught up. Do you guys know IShowSpeed?
I think everybody heard of him.
Everybody knows IShowSpeed, but do you know IShowSpeed?
But do you know?
I know now, because here's what I did. I went online and I typed in top IShowSpeed moments, and now I know this man. I know him inside and out. I feel like I understand his soul. So for example, in 2022, IShowSpeed goes viral because he decides very, you know, it's so weird. IShowSpeed is one of those people where if you just watch one video, it's very easy to be like, another dumb American. But then you watch 3 videos and you go, he's so smart. I'm scared. I'm scared.
What?
Because there's no way he's dumb. He's just too smart. So that makes you question every dumb thing he does, because you're like, I see what you're doing. He's got some crazy high EQ and IQ. I was actually surprised because I've only seen random clips of him. Like how he put a Pikachu firecracker on his bed, a firework, and lit it on fire next to a bunch of other fireworks on a live stream.
What does Pikachu to do with firework?
It's a firework shaped like a Pikachu.
Thing about IShowSpeed is, for me, I'm not a really IShowSpeed guy. But when it comes to the tours around the earth, bruh, is making me want to love them. Not gay love, but you know, it's making me want to appreciate what he does. All those stupid shit like this, bruh, not wanting me to appreciate him, but this, what he comes up with the tours and how he does it, it gives everybody a open-minded view, without propaganda, that all these countries that he been to is not as bad as the Western, countries like to say it is. With me being able to live in Mexico, Puerto Penasco, I've been through Nogales, I've been to Sonora, I've been to Puerto Penasco is a tourist spot, but Mexico is so beautiful. Yeah, you got your if you live there for 3 years, you will see the bad sides and you see the good sides. I've been to the Lays, the Oxos, bruh. The Oxos, I love their foods. I actually ate real pork skin over there. And how they make it in front of you. It's hard. It's hard to bite into, but it's so good. There's a lot of the hamburgers, uh, hamburgies. That's what it is. Hamburgies, which is hamburgers, better than American food. Asian restaurants, and if never been to or lived in Mexico for a long time, you would never know this. There are actually Asian people, our community that lives in Mexico. Whenever I went to a Chinese restaurant, it's an all you can eat in Nogales. There was a Asian family. Bruh, she looked so good. The daughter looked so good. She was my age. So, yeah. I was, what, 24 at the time? She was like 22, I think. And they spoke Spanish. And that's all they knew how to speak. I was like, yeah, this is a beautiful, sexy ass mix. I was loving it because a Asian female that only knows Spanish kind of reminds me of I don't want to say it, the history of the Philippines. But yeah, Mexico is a beautiful country. It's very beautiful, tranquil. Well, when I was there back in 2016, I think it was very tranquil. I don't know what's going on over there right now. Hope it is still tranquil. Salute to all my peeps over in Mexico that uh made Mexico so easy to live over there. But yeah, I loved it so much.
And he lit it on fire, and by the end of the live stream you can barely see anything in the room because it's so smoky, and you just see like a firefighter in there with like a heat gun just checking and making sure everything's okay. No, this guy has done some insane I know recently, this is how I really started getting into him, not like getting into him, but like seeing him everywhere, was he was jumping over cars like Lamborghinis, and then he got banned or something. It was a whole thing because it's so dangerous. And I'm like, I don't know if that's the most dangerous thing he's done. Turns out I was right. He's done way more dangerous stuff, like the banana Sprite challenge. Don't ever do the banana Sprite. No, you guys wouldn't. I trust you. I know you. You wouldn't do this. But it's where you eat copious amounts of bananas. Bananas are so dense and they're so fibrous. It's like a plug.
I love bananas.
In your intestines.
Especially banana pudding.
Ramming a dam in your intestines, okay? And then you drink 2 giant things of Sprite. And so you got this plug in the middle of your intestines and then all this Sprite foam, and it causes instant, uncontrollable vomiting.
Oh.
He had to call 911 in the middle of his live stream.
What's the emergency?
I wouldn't laugh at this, but the way it's
I think I'm
the
dying.
way it looks is so
I think I'm
fucking
dying.
stupid. You have to
My
laugh.
stomach. It's something wrong with my digestive system.
What happened? Did you eat something or? Are you okay? Can you tell me what happened?
Retarded
What's going on?
I ate a
motherfucker.
Sprite and banana. A Sprite and banana.
How much did you eat?
Sprite and banana.
How much? 'Cause I've heard that.
I'm not doing this no more, y'all. My stomach, bro. I feel like I'm about to throw up again, bro. I'm so sorry I had to see that, bro.
Put it
I'm sorry,
out
bro.
to
I
the
should've gave
fucking
y'all one. I
chat,
knew that was
bruh.
gonna happen, bro. I did not know that would have happened, bro.
But he just kind of likes to call 911 because I also saw another one where he ate the world's spiciest chip and he called 911. And then he was like
The one
screaming.
chip challenge?
Yeah, he's like, I can't breathe. And then the operator's like, tell me what's happening. And he's just like drooling.
911. What's your emergency?
I can't breathe. I can't breathe.
Where are you at? What's going on?
Everyone niggas ain't got.
And
Everybody.
fucker, bruh. Why would you do stupid shit like this? Why?
What happened? Can you? Do you need an officer
Fucking
there?
eat
sir?
an
Are you
ice, bruh.
Sir, I think we're gonna send an officer to your location. We found where you're calling from. Is it just
Let
you
it all
there, or
over the
what's going on?
place. Oh, look at
He
them.
did the Coke condom challenge.
Why?
Oh, what?
I didn't even know these were challenges. I always think about this. Like, you always hear about something going disastrously wrong on the internet because someone decided to try a challenge. And
This
I'm
is
like,
why I
who's doing
hate
these
challenges.
Because for it to be called a challenge,
Why,
enough people have to
why
be doing
people
it,
are
right?
this dumb
Wait,
to do
yeah?
these
I
challenges?
forgot all your channels. The challenges.
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
I never ate copious amounts of banana and Sprite. I did do the one chip challenge, but I did not do it successfully. So I'm not part of that. I'm just kidding. No. These these dangerous challenges.
Okay.
I feel like I didn't do many dangerous challenges. Did I do any dangerous
Okay.
challenges?
I don't know, man.
I feel like I'm just a dangerous person in my entity. Like, I'm so incapable of keeping myself safe, but I think the challenges itself were not dangerous. However, he puts a condom on his head.
How does he breathe?
See, he didn't think that through either. Because immediately he puts it on and he starts hyperventilating and freaking out, rips it off, and then he does another one. So he leaves a little opening for his mouth to breathe, and then he opens a giant Coke bottle, throws in Mentos, and then tries to funnel it in to fill the whole
That's
helmet
crazy.
of protection with, and he almost died as well.
You don't want to try that one?
No. And so I was like, this guy is very interesting. And this guy is so famous in China. And I was like, I didn't even know that he was so famous in China. I mean, no, I know he's so famous. Everybody knows I Show Speed, okay? But I didn't know that he was that famous in China because he doesn't even speak Chinese. He's not Chinese.
Because-
and also, they don't have YouTube or Twitch in China. So how are you going to watch him?
I don't
when-
even think China knew that this will happen.
So then he decides that he is going to go on a China tour.
You know what's so funny? In China, YouTube and Twitches are blocked.
Yeah, you cannot. And
You can use it. I think every one of Speed's fan thinks like they're the only one.
that watches
He's
it.
like,
They're like, I'm special.
I did all of this to watch Speed. Turns out everyone's doing this.
So he decides, well, I guess he discovers that he has a huge Chinese audience because
And this is so beautiful because now China is open to different cultures and they're seeing that the black community culture is a lot similar to the Asian culture. Let me tell you this. why our cultures are so similar to Asian, Indian, uh, every other culture except for the European cultures. A lot of the Asian cultures, when it comes to the one people that we love in the family, us black people, we love our moms. We love all, even Tupac made a song about Dear Mama, right? We love our mom. Well, Asian, Indian, Spanish, uh, Portuguese, every culture except for European cultures love their mom more than their fathers. A lot of the traditional ways of dealing with our kids, or the spankings and whatnot, uh that is etched into our community. The way the way we teach our kids, the moms are more aggressive. Yeah, the dads are aggressive, but moms are more nurturing aggressive, while dads are more aggressive. You know, if you if you do something like uh double dip your chip into the sauce, or nacho dip, or the chip dip, you will get yelled at. you know you ain't supposed to do that shit. To when it comes to our education, our parents want the highest grades from us. And if we didn't, back in the millennial, and the Gen X times, Boomer times, our families, if they saw that we got D's, C's, and whatnot, we will get a beating from the whole family, bruh. Remember the whole pick the pick the branch. It can't be a skinny branch. It can't be a thick branch, bruh. Skinny branches are more flexible, so they're gonna be much harder. While the thicker ones, yeah, they are not as flexible, but they hit. They really hit. And if you go into the shower, if you done something that you wasn't supposed to do, you get spanked in the shower, right? A lot of these things are etched into the Asian and Spanish community. A lot of our a lot of what we dealt with in the black culture is also in the Asian, Spanish, Indian culture. That's why when people say Asians are white plus, it doesn't make sense. Yeah, their skin tone is a little bit on the lighter side. But the only reason why they're on the lighter side is because they uh, they do a good amount of, bleaching and whatnot. I don't think they do it now because they see the dangers in it and the whole whitewash things with America and whatnot. A lot of other countries like to be like America, basically. The whole hip hop, the 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 way we uh the fashion, the the whole culture of America. A lot of other countries love to do. But yeah, a lot of the tribes in or indigenous areas, you will see darker Asians, as dark as like Indian Asian, Indian people. But yeah, that's why I don't understand why they're white plus. Mo- their cultures are more similar to our culture by the way you show respect to your parents. They do it in a different way, you know, but it's basically the same difference. Education has to be the highest. Your parents want you to be something else other than uh, a musician or a streamer or a anything in the arts basically, except for the highest paying arts basically. It has to be the highest paying uh careers our parents want you to be in. They always want you to go to a school or college. They want you to always be better than them. They always instill the traditional family, uh, the family, how you say it, how family works, basically. The cookouts, always having, always having a cookout on almost every holiday. Uh, what else? What else? Uh, it's always an event somewhere. Going to church. Uh, we do a lot of things in our community. Unlike our counter, uh, how you say it? Unlike other people in America, other races in America. Well, the wider side of America, basically. Their 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 rules are more relaxed than our family culture or the way the family discipline them us basically. So with the white families, they're depending on the family, they're more relaxed. To our family, they're a lot more uh stricter because they want you to go somewhere in life, basically. They want better for you. They want to instill the family, uh, how family works. But yeah, we going back into the
They
video.
even nicknamed him, right? Remember in the last Mott's, he's called Hyperthyroid Brother because his eyes kind of bulge out, and that's usually a big symptom of hypothyroidism, which is like a it's like a hormone gland in your neck. And and I thought it was mean. But they added.
So hypothyroidism is when the thyroid gland doesn't produce as much metabolism. So what metabolism does, the what the I forgot what it's called, but the metabolism helps with balancing when it when you have hypothyroidism, you gain a lot of fat basically. Because when you eat something, the metabolit the metabolic system doesn't uh doesn't uh doesn't work as hard as a person who has hyperthyroidism or a normal thyroid gland, basically. So if you have hyperthyroidism, which I have, you stay skinny because your metabolic system works twice as hard as normal, while a hypothyroid person, their metabolic system works less than normal. So that's what she means. You're when it comes to hypothyroid. No, I think she means hyperthyroidism. Your eyes bulge out. Thing about it is, I don't think I had instances of where my eyes bulge out. Because I I think ISHB has his spectrum of hyperthyroidism is more than my hyperthyroidism. But yeah, that's what hyperthyroidism is. There is hyperthyroidism and hypothyroidism. Like, uh, what is it called when you get so cold that you you can't move basically. Uh, hypo. Well, let's say hypoglycemic and then hyperglycemic. If you if you're a fast learner, you would know what hypoglycemic is and hyperglycemic is. Hypoglycemic is when your I think your pancreas uh doesn't uh doesn't uh doesn't uh cons- isn't able to manage a lot of sugar, so you get di- diabetes. When you're hyperglycemic, your pancreas works twice as much, basically. So you can get diabetes, no, whether if you're hyperglycemic or hypoglycemic, because the pancreas is the organ that consumes and balances the sugars, basically. Your sugar balance in it it helps with sugar levels, basically. We can look it up right now. Pancreas. Pancreas. Ooh, pancreas. See, yeah, duodenum. Glucagon. Glucagon, basically, which secretes into the blood the hormones. Yeah, the hormones insulin and glucagon. So you know what insulin is. Insulin is what they use for diabetics, right? So the pancreas helps with managing sugar output. Yep. Yes. The pancreas is a uh crucial for crucial for managing blood sugar, glucose by producing key hormones. Primarily insulin lowers sugar by moving into the cells, and glucagon, I think it's glucagon, raises sugar by signaling the liver to release stored glucose, basically. So, yep, liver, if I can remember, helps with biome. Uh, liver. And if you have alcoholic, if you're alcoholic and uh, or if you have hepatitis, both of those factors. I mean, alcohol disease. I think it's called, and uh, what is it called? Hi, uh, what I said before, the H word. Uh, that is within your liver. So I'll show you liver diseases. So, yep, alcohol. So hepatitis, yeah. Hepatitis is within the liver. And then autoimmune issues. Yep. Hemochromatosis. Hemochromatosis. Hemo is blood. So what the liver does is cleanse the blood, just like the kidneys do. But with the kidneys, uh, when the kidneys clean the blood, all that toxin turns into pee, basically. Uh, when it comes to the liver, I can't remember what the dead blood cells turn into. What what I think with the liver, after it cleans the blood, it goes back into the blood system. What happens to the blood after it passes through the liver? It gets filtered and processed and detoxified. Liver cells, hepato- hepatocytosis, hepatocytosis, break down toxins, metabolize nutrients from digestion like sugars, fats, amino acids, produce essential proteins like clotting factors, store vitamins, and regulate blood glucose, and converts harmful uh, am- ammonies, ammonias, ammonia into urea for excretion. So, P, essentially cleaning and balancing the blood before it returns back to the heart, which is it goes back into uh the blood the veins, the the blood system. Yup, bile. Yup. Protein synthesis, detoxification, immune defense.
Brother at the end, and Tiffany was like, no, if you're a celebrity and they add brother or sister at the end of your nickname, it's usually like a sign of appreciation. Like it's like a
Just like our slang, bruv. In Baltimore, we say bruv, or a lot of our community, we say brother. Yeah.
like an
Yeah.
affectionate nickname.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
you're
yeah.
trying to be cute. It's not like, oh, we're gonna make fun of you and bully you. It's like it's a cute name. So he's hypothyroidism brother.
Bro, have we talked about all the nickname of American celebrities?
Oh my god, you have
Oh,
to we
they're
have to do a
so
whole
good.
month.
So good. Have we done it? No, right?
Oh my god, no, your sister and I and my sister, we were sitting there.
You would never guess mainstream
Celebrities?
celebrities
Yeah.
nickname in China. It's so random.
It's really random. And even the pronunciation of non-nicknames is so crazy. Your sister and my sister were having a whole argument about this because your sister was showing her a TikTok from China. And then she was like, oh my God, look, it's Dumbledore. And my sister goes, what the f-? And she goes, Dumbledore. And we said, Dumbledore from Harry Potter? And she's like, no, it's Dumbledore. And she's like, look at the spelling, Dumbledore. Even in English.
I want a Chinese nickname. If I become a celebrity, help me become a celebrity. I want my Chinese nickname.
It's pronounced Dumbledore, and I'm like, bitch, this is actually crazy. You got hypothyroidism, brother, and then we also know that iShowSpeed made a Chinese song go super viral. This song has been around for a really long time. I didn't know this. My husband was telling me how, that's a child, like from my childhood.
We already know what this song
Rainbow
is.
Sunshine White Pony. Yeah, it's the one where
We all think they're saying the N word. They're not. It's just it is basically when I learned this, I learned it through English to Mandarin dictionary. I have it here somewhere. Yep, right here. It means that. So nigga. Nigga means that in Mandarin. So they use it like or like in the United States. That's why when you hear it, it doesn't really sound if you really listen to it, it doesn't sound like it kind of does sound like nigga, but it doesn't at the same time. They say it in a different way, basically. They say nigga, nigga, I think. I can't remember. But yeah, it means that, basically. I'll show you. With with the simplified Mandarin, they they have a pinyin for as their dictionary. So what the pinyin is, you know how you got the A B C D E F G? Well, their dictionary goes by the stroke of the pictogram. So if you have a character that has 3 to 4 strokes, you count the strokes when you write the pictogram. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. So 4 would be the fourth four strokes would be something. Would be you have to look up four strokes in the dictionary if you have a Mandarin dictionary to find your word. But since this is a English to Chinese Mandarin dictionary, obviously they're gonna go by the letter. And it's spelled differently. It just sounds like yeah. Yep. Nega. Uh it's spelled Nage. Nage. If you can see it. Nigga. It means that. Yep. It's under Nabion. Nabion? I will take a picture of it and put it in the edit of the video, basically, so y'all can see it.
You know the one. You know the one. It keeps saying the word that a lot. And in China, that is seen as like a filler word.
Yeah.
Like people will,
Yep.
because you do that too, where you'll be on the phone and then you'll be like, okay, that.
It's
that.
basically
Yeah, it's It's like, that thing, that you know, that place that we went to. So he'll say that
Or
that a lot,
thingamajig.
right? I've gotten used to it. But in later live streams, he will watch
Whatchamacallit.
the video of that. And it's become his song. He owns that song. He better get royalties from that song. In later live streams, you know how people will live stream themselves sleeping and then their fans can buy something where it wakes or it plays a sound really loudly? They went from playing all sorts of other racist songs to now this song. Yeah. And so Aisha Speed decided, I am going to meet this man. Whoever created this song, chat, I'm gonna fucking meet this man. Chat, have I ever lied to you, chat? No, I haven't, chat. I'm gonna fucking meet this man.
Chat, who is this dude name, y'all? Yo, bro, I gotta meet him. He made a nigga song, a name song. I like, bro, this is 2025, chat, mark my word. He's on my bucket list. I'm gonna meet him this year.
So he does. He's gonna go to China. And guess who knows before everybody else did? The Chinese embassy. 20-year-old popular American YouTuber hashtag #IShowSpeed at #IShowSpeed has kicked off a journey in hashtag China that has already garnered massive global attention, which indicates a broader trend of digital influencers bridging cultural gaps and creating alternative channels for foreign audiences to understand a vibrant China.
It bridges
So
a
everyone's
massive
like, oh my god, this is
cultural
about to be
gap.
the craziest trip, because if the Chinese embassy knows about it, it's gonna be a crazy trip. Like, they're gonna be watching. They're looking at him like, okay, let's have fun. And it is fun. March 24th, he lands in Shanghai. He's got his whole team. He's got cameramen, tour managers. He's got these 2 bodyguards that become very famous in China. They even have nicknames. One of them is called Biggie. The other one is named Pretty. And I'll tell you why later, okay?
We are here in China.
So 5 people, they arrive in Shanghai, and as soon as they get out of the car and start live streaming, there's a Chinese guy who's looking at him, and he immediately says, I see you before.
I see you before.
Speed is like, what's my name? I Speed.
What's my name? I Speed. You actually know me.
And he's like, you actually know me? How do you know me? I watch YouTube, you know? You do? I thought you didn't have YouTube here. And my husband said, someone check on this man. They're gone. These people watching YouTube are gone because it's technically maybe illegal. And he starts panicking and he says, no, you're a liar. You have YouTube. Because he thought Speed was saying, I'm not on YouTube. And then he said, no, I said, you don't have YouTube. No, I can see. You know, in China, many websites And then he stops talking, and thankfully Speed cuts him off, and he says, you know, you're the first person who recognized me. What's your name? My name is Jason. I do stand up. I'm a comedian. All right, bet. Make a joke for me real quick. What do you want me to say? You're a comedian. Make a joke. I do Chinese. It's fine, bro. It's fine. It's fine. Do in Chinese. Just, and he gets so nervous. He starts speaking in Chinese, and he says, the first word in Chinese that he says is, that.
Say me a joke. You was on a comedian, say a joke. What? That wasn't a joke. You said nigga.
I'm sorry, I'm so nervous.
Which sounds like
The N-word.
the N-word.
So the first Chinese word that Aisho Speed hears when he gets out of that tour van in Shanghai, China, is the word that sounds like the N-word. And he looks at him and he goes, it's my first 5 minutes in China.
It's my first 5 minutes in China.
Yeah.
And the Chinese guy has no clue what's going on. He goes, yeah, okay, it's fine. Just say the joke. Just say the joke. And Aisha Speed is kind of pissed off standing there. I mean, it's part of the bit, you know? And he's looking a little... He's frowning while staring at the camera while he says the longest Chinese joke I've ever heard in my entire lifetime. And it's just very uncomfortable. And he's like, okay, cool. Nice to meet you. And it's like the whole energy is this Chinese man didn't realize what just happened. And he's saying this joke now held hostage because he has no idea why Aisho Speed's energy just drastically changed. Meanwhile, Aisho Speed is like grimacing into the camera. And I'm like, this is going to be so insane. Then he walks straight into a store. Aisha Speed walks away from this guy, straight into a store. Sometimes I like to skip around, you know, because IRL streams, it's 20 hours long. So I'm skipping ahead. And the next frame I end up on is the camera just zoomed in on an elderly man holding an ice cream cone, and he's staring straight into the camera. Like this, like dumbfounded, like. And Speed is like, I'm asking you, where'd you get the ice cream, bro? And he's just staring into the camera. He's not even looking at Speed. And then finally someone says like something, Bing Chiling? I know Bing Chiling. And then he...
Which is ice cream in Chinese.
Yeah.
Stephanie knows ice cream in Chinese. It's Bing Chiling.
And then all of a sudden the old man goes from staring, dumbfounded, behooved, like bamboozled in the camera to suddenly smiling and pointing over there. And I'm like, what the fuck is coming? So then they walk over to the ice cream line, but there was a whole line of people. And there's this like, I want to say younger dude with a young son. And he's like, oh my God, I know you, influencer. And then he's like, you know me? And then he says his Chinese name, Jia Guang.
Jia Kangge.
Jia Ganga is hypothyroidism brother,
Yep,
right?
yep.
Yeah, Speed doesn't know what that means yet. He doesn't ask. So he goes, what's my name? Jia Ganga. Jia Guanga.
Yeah, my name is Zhang Kanggu. Zhang Kanggu.
Jia Kangge.
And then he starts going around telling all the old ladies in the store, Jia Ganga. Jia Ganga. And they're like giggling. And they're like, I can see it. They're looking at him like, I can see that, yeah. Okay. So he just starts going around. And then he walks out of the store and he goes, damn, I don't know any words in Chinese. Hola.
Bro, I don't know no Chinese words, bro. Hola.
Okay, retard.
He's literally like, I really don't know any words in Chinese. Hola. I'm like, such peak American behavior.
Say, can you see?
And he just starts walking around. I mean, listen, I think I could make 20 videos on this series. Because right now he's also on a tour in America. And I was watching it and I was like, it just doesn't hit. It doesn't hit like China. Why did China hit so hard? He starts walking around and he decides he's gonna make it fun. So he's just gonna start handing out 100 yuan bills, which is 14 US dollars, because conversion, but it's like 100 yuan, right? And he walks up to this
He's
guy.
handing out to strangers a stack of cash,
He's just like holding like 100 yuan.
giving it to people.
Yeah.
Okay, that's crazy.
I mean, he did go to a gym and he was like, if you can lift more than me, you can get it.
Oh, okay.
But this, like in the beginning, he was just handing it out to people. So he's walking down the street and a guy gets off his motorcycle. It's not like a motorcycle. It's like one of those delivery bikes.
Yeah.
And he gets off. He's wearing his helmet. He takes off like the little visor. And then he's handing him the money. And this man is like for me. He's pointing at himself like, for me. And Speed hands it to him, and he uses both of his hands like, keep it, keep it. He's pushing his palms at him like, no, you keep it, you keep it, you keep it, right? And this man sees this motion, and he goes, oh, okay. He gets onto the ground on the cement and starts doing push-ups.
Yeah, this is the thing when it comes to using body language. When it comes to different countries and the way they use their body language, things gonna translate differently. I could see why, and it's logical why he did this, the old guy, because it looked like push-ups when he did the body language. But what he should have done was say, that's all you had to do. But I'm thinking when it came to this would make for very good content. So I think iShowSpeed was hoping for him to do that by doing this.
Because he thought he had to do push-ups to get the money. Okay? And Speed is like, why the f is this guy doing push-ups? And they're just live streaming him doing push-ups. He does 13 push-ups. And Speed takes a closer look after he gets up, and the push-ups are pretty good. And he's looking at this man and he goes, wait a minute. How old are you? And the translator asks in Chinese, and he's 62 years old.
Damn, bro. 62 doing 13 push-ups? That's crazy. Hey, stay fit like that.
And then Speed is like shaking his hand and is like, you are fit. You're a fit 62-year-old. Yeah.
Oh my god, the poor man. Like, he's
I know.
confused.
Okay, I will say some of the stuff was obviously done by event coordinators. They were, coordinating different events. Some of it was a little goofy, like a man in a suit just approaching iShowSpeed on the street with a saxophone, playing the instrumental to Sunshine Rainbow White Pony. And people is like, okay, this is clearly a setup, but it's okay. It was kind of fun. It was kind of cute. Then he walks in to the Shanghai marriage market. Where the parents
I saw
go.
that clip. So the setup is in
I
Chinese
love
parks.
this clip.
Every weekend, all the old parents will gather, and they
This
will
was
have
funny as
board,
shit.
right? What was
Plus,
it? Like
Yeah,
a cardboard
would-
cutout.
yes.
Like a
If I
list
was
of
single
their kids'
and living in
criteria,
China, I would
graduating
try
height,
this.
How many houses do they own, or the family owns? All the things that they can brag about.
Yeah.
Trying to match each other.
And so the minute he walks into the marriage market, this one's clearly set up because it's a girl holding a sign with all the requirements needed
She's
for a
beautiful as
husband
shit.
that are written for Speed. Capable of backflips is the first one. I've never met a Chinese girl that was like, my #1 requirement is that he can do a backflip.
Is it
okay?
Chinese or English? The board?
I think it's in Chinese.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Has a healthy skin color and a interesting personality. Interesting.
Is looking for her
He
husband.
does have an
She's looking for a
interesting
husband.
personality.
She wants to find someone who can do
And a healthy skin color.
Backflip, had a healthy skin color, and had an interesting personality.
Okay.
I believe that's you.
Wait, is this real?
Yeah, this is real. This is a marriage market.
I can do a backflip, and I have healthy skin, and I have an interesting personality.
Oh, it's you.
Wait, so you want to marry me?
Yes.
Like, how does this even work? Like, what do we do now?
Kiss.
What? No, bro, no, hey.
A lot of people in China call him abstract as a compliment. They say he's very abstract, okay? So then he runs into her, and then that was like a cute little moment. But then he goes further into the park, and there's this girl. She seems shy, and she's holding up a board. covering her face with her hair. She's wearing like a Sailor Moon outfit. And Speed walks up to them. And it's like a really buff bodybuilder dude with a wig on. And it's like this very...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's this very intimate moment where he's putting his arms around Speed. And then he's like, I can dance. And Speed is like, you can dance? Dance for me then. And he starts dancing in silence. And I was getting so uncomfortable.
You don't look like that. That's your
Basically.
face. Huh? Kiss him. That's you?
Look at him, bruh. He is really getting into this shit. Why?
All right.
Translate, please. I'm rich. He's rich. He got a lot of money.
You just said the same thing.
She's got a lot of money.
Okay.
Kiss him.
I got money.
Kiss.
I like Ronaldo.
You do?
Yeah.
Okay.
I can play soccer with you.
Oh, you can?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right.
Oh, he looks so uncomfortable, but
You can dance
still
Dance
playing into the act of it. I'd have been walked away, bruh.
Yeah.
Hell no.
Okay, yeah. I'm already married, okay? But you can have a nice one, okay?
Already married.
I'm sorry. I think I'm. What?
I have big boobs.
And then they get to the middle of the marriage market where they decide that they're going to play on a giant speaker. Sunshine, Rainbow, White Pony. And everyone's singing along. Everyone's having a good time. And then the chorus hits. Cut the fucking music. And Speed is walking around making sure no one's singing the chorus. And all the cameras are just on the crowd. You know that one meme? It's like the soldier with like the 25 GoPros.
Yeah.
And it's like, hey, what's the lyrics of this song? That's what he's doing. And he's like, okay, good. And then they start the song again.
Play it back again.
And it's just like the most intense, funny, hostage-taking of a song concert in the park I've ever seen in my life, okay?
She's sexy though. She's real sexy. But I B made her cry though. He made her cry. Why B?
What?
She's so beautiful.
Huh? Play it back again.
Oh, why? Whoa, she didn't cry. Good.
Okay, great singing. Great singing.
And they walk into a gym. They just casually walk into a gym. And this whole gym setup, I was like, bro. But
I like the gym setup. With the pink and black.
Like, hey,
my favorite color is
random
pink,
buff-ass
so
dude,
yeah.
if you can bench more than me, I'll give you 100 yuan. So it starts like that. So I'm like, oh, this is exactly what he was doing outside. This is chill. This is normal. This is fun. And then he goes deeper into the gym, and all of a sudden, Jackson Wang shows up. And I'm like, what?
I'm gonna have to look him up.
What are you doing here, sir? And then they have a ping pong competition.
Can you tell people who
Wang.
Jackson Wang is for people who doesn't know?
No, they know.
I
Y'all don't know Jackson
There's gotta
Wang?
be some people though.
Are you kidding? He's so famous. Look up Jackson Wang. You know Jackson Wang.
Okay.
Jackson Wang shows up and he's giving Speed a shirt with a Chinese flag on there. So I was like, what's going on? Okay, and they start playing ping pong, and it's a ping pong competition. And Jackson Wang's pretty good at ping pong. I didn't even know he was that good at ping pong. He's like killing him in ping pong. And Speed is like, I don't know what's going on. I was just benching. He loses in ping pong. And then all of a sudden, 2 Shaolin monks appear. Monks, just monks. They're doing freaking fudging Tai Chi. Because I don't want to curse when I'm talking about monks, right?
They're doing
No. Tai Chi is for Taoists. There's a whole history about Taoism when it comes to Confucius and how it was established and how Confucius, all Shaolin monks do Shaolin Kung Fu or what is it called again? Wing Chun. Yeah, Wing Chun. But it's Kung Fu, Shaolin Kung Fu, which in Mandarin I think is Kung Fu.
Tai Chi.
What do monks do?
Monks don't do Tai Chi. That's a different.
They're doing Kung Fu.
Yeah, Shaolin Kung Fu. Yeah.
They're doing Shaolin Kung Fu.
Tai Chi is from like Taoism.
Oh,
Different. Yeah, it's fine.
Am I canceled?
No. No, they don't use the internet. It's fine. I'm kidding.
They come in and they do Shaolin Kung Fu.
Oh, wait, what the fuck? We about to fight? Oh,
It's like a Chinese night festival, cultural event, you know what I mean, in this gym.
I would love that.
Like, it's literally a cultural event starring Jackson Wang. I'm like, what's happening? And then they just have dinner set up in the gym.
Looking all
in the
crazy.
gym, like, I don't know if it's Heidi Lau. It's one of those famous hot pot places, and they got the dancing noodle guys, and it's just Jackson Wang on his right. And then all of a sudden, Rap of China makes an appearance. You got one of the higher bro rappers on his left. And this man is wearing a red Heidi Lau colored dress shirt, which is like the craziest.
His name is No.
Yeah, this is
Know.
And this is Dan Dan's favorite. Yeah, Dan Dan loves
I put Dan Dan on the song and he's like, okay.
Okay, no.
Okay, Mr. Bentley.
Yeah, ooh, Mr. Bentley. That was him. So you should go listen. Okay, but he's got the craziest tie I've ever seen in his life. And I was like, this man looks like he woke up and someone was like, get your ass down in the gym. Okay. This is basically like a UN conference right now, okay? Get your ass in the gym and wear something appropriate for once. And that's what he put on. It's like the most insane outfit I've ever seen. And then they're eating hot pot. There's like 5 dancing noodle guys. And it's just in the middle of the gym. And then afterwards, Jackson.
For my birthday, right? My sis took me to a hot pot place. I basically put everything that they had in the food area basically into my pot. I had frog legs, I had squid, I had pig feet, I had every fucking thing in my pot, bruh. I wasn't missing out. My sister thought I was gonna throw up, bruh. I loved it. I gotta go to another hot pot. Hot pot is my shit, along with the Chinese all-you-can-eat, bruh. So good. But, yeah. My nephew and my sister was looking at me like I gone mad. I was loving it, bruh.
Wing is like, I gotta go. I gotta go. This is crazy. So he leaves. I show Speed rolled up his pants all the way. I guess he was hot. So he just looks like he's wearing a diaper now. Mm-hmm. And it's like bootylicious. And he's just standing there in like the shortest shorts I've ever seen. Mm-hmm. And one of those Chinese opera performances comes up to him. Mm-hmm. And he starts getting a little freaked out. So he starts barking at them because that's his thing. He likes to bark. Whenever he's angry, stressed, scared. And so he's barking. They bark back. And I'm like, what the f*** is happening? And then he likes when his opera mask changes. So the whole performance is like, you don't know how they do it, but their face changes. Like they have these masks on, colored, and then they change. And then they change with the performance, and Speed likes it. And so at one point, the opera man is like, you gotta kiss me on the cheek for my face to change. He kisses him on the cheek, and he loves it so much. He keeps trying to kiss him more. Speed is literally just trying to like make out with this man to keep changing his face. He's like, do it again. And he's like trying to grab his face to make out with him. And it's just, it's a lot going on. He also goes to get a haircut in a very random store, and they just keep pushing his hairline back, and he gets very stressed out about that. He's like, no more. Too far, buddy.
You know, in our community, we have to have a amazing shape up, or else you gonna get fucked up with the with the jokes and shit, bruh. Yeah, I don't have it. I usually do a ball fade with a shape up and trim this down to a 1, I think. Yeah. And I usually do the 0, then 1, and then a 2 at the top with the ball fade. But yeah, I love ball fades, bro. But yeah, you know, when it comes to haircuts and style, the black community, that's instilled in our community, basically. You can't mess up the haircut when it comes to us, bro. You gonna make us mad.
Far.
Okay.
Another Chinese fan comes up to him, and he's got a watermelon. And I said, you better not. And he goes, I will quit my job right now and work for you. And Speed is like, why you got a watermelon though? What are you trying to say about the watermelon? He was like, I love you. I will quit my job. And he punches the watermelon and starts shoving handfuls of watermelon into his mouth. And Speed is like, that's my watermelon. And he starts eating the watermelon. And I'm like, it's so crazy. And then they start singing Sunshine Rainbow White Pony for him. And all of his fans are barking at each other. Another fan comes up to him and is getting up in Speed's face, screaming the chorus of Sunshine Rainbow White Pony. And it seems malicious. It seems aggressive.
Oh, okay.
And he's like hyped. He's like jumping up and down, foaming at the mouth. Okay, and he's singing the song. And Speed looks like, are you crazy? Are you crazy? And this fan is like, I love you so much, and kisses him on the cheek. And
look at him.
Everybody is shocked. He gets in his car. They drive away. And when they get out, another fan spots him. Bro, this guy is like running away from fans this whole Chinese trip, okay? Another fan is like, can you please sign the back of my shirt? Speed is like, yeah, I'll sign your shirt. And he draws like the biggest balls I've ever seen in my life. I don't know why the balls are so big. It's huge. He does sign Speed at the end. This is basically the live stream mixed in with random. I don't know who set this up. It's just, okay, because there were speculations. Some people are like, I don't know. Some of it feels like it's clear that he was working with event coordinators in China to make sure that the trip was safe and to make sure that he could get from destination to destination and like smooth things out, because it was like a massive production for Speed to hit up 4 of like the biggest cities. There was a lot that he needed to get through. But the event coordinators were also like throwing a little something. So he's walking down the street and he spots this kid leaned up against what looks like a really nice car. Speed's into cars. He's got a Lamborghini. He likes to jump over fast cars, you know? And he's just like leaning up against his car. Of course, Speed's gonna be like, what kind of car is that? I've never seen that car. That looks like a supercar. How come I don't have that car? I'm rich. And he walks up to him and he's like, what kind of car is that? And he's like, Xiaomi SU7 Ultra.
That is a beautiful
What kind of car is that?
Car.
The quickest car in China? Let me rev it.
Please, have a seat.
Let me rev it.
Very nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. What kind of car is this?
Show me.
Rev it. Rev it.
Right. There's no rep. It's a full electric.
Electric? This car not
It
fast?
has 1,500.
1,500 horse.
1,500. Yeah, 1,500.
Has about 600.
So this car faster than my Huracan?
Even faster. It's the fastest electric car.
This car is faster than my Lamborghini, but it's electric.
It's electric. Yeah.
3 electric motors. What the kind of car is this? What car is this?
It's a full carbon fiber rear wing.
I ain't gonna lie. I gotta drive this.
I
It's
would
not
get
Cap
something
Tech. There's
like
no way
that.
this
I
car is
don't
faster than my
fucking care
Lamborghini. Wait, so
how
this car's only in China?
America sees China.
Maybe
I
later
will,
they will go
if I
export.
become this
Like,
rich,
bro, I want to see how fast it is.
Bruh.
I want to really test the speed of it.
if I become this rich, I will import this type of car into the United States just to fuck with people. I'm sorry, with a big Chinese flag. the whole car will be painted in the Chinese flag just to fuck with people. People will hate me, I will hate myself, but I will love every minute of it.
First time.
How much does this car cost?
Retail is about $70,000.
70,000?
And that's real
And it's
good.
faster than my Lamborghini.
Unfortunately, it is.
And it's electric?
All right, so I'm doing a little bit of acceleration. Hold
Let me see. Oh!
So
Damn!
that's all. I
Whoa!
won't do any faster than that. Quite rapid.
Bro, ain't no way! Yo!
Maybe a little more. Up to 70.
Bro, hold on, time out. Wait.
Look at him before this. He looked like he was, yeah. Look at that shit. He doesn't look relaxed at all. The way he looks, bruh, he looked like he's going to get the ride of his life in that car.
Yo!
Maybe a little more. Up to 70.
Bro, hold on, time out. Wait.
Please.
Yo, ain't no way!
Put on the seatbelt.
Yeah, so.
And it costs 70,000?
70,000. Yeah.
That's it? Chat, my Lamborghini costs $250,000.
Model S.
Why did I spend $250,000 on a car?
And I have a.
And this car is electric and it's 70,000 and faster than my car.
Yeah.
He's like, okay. And the car owner is also a Speeds fan. So he's like, let me give you a tour. And suddenly
car
I'm in a
owner-
sponsored video.
The car owner is a ISO Speed fan. That's crazy as shit.
Suddenly I'm in a Xiaomi commercial.
And what's
Xiaomi.
crazy is we had
I
a
gotta
Xiaomi.
look
Yeah,
up
we did.
Xiaomi.
Robo vacuum.
Honestly, the best robot vacuum I've ever had.
It's like they went from making vacuums to boom,
Yeah.
here's an electric car.
Yeah, it was crazy. And he's like, this is the quickest car in China.
Crazy.
He's like, what is it? Show me?
Show me.
And so the fan is like, I'll show you.
Xiaomi.
No.
Xiaomi.
He's trying to say Xiaomi, but he's
Xiaomi.
like, show me. He's like, yeah, get in the car. So he gets in the car. He's just in a
Xiaomi.
random person's car at this point. I don't know how this man hasn't been kidnapped. And he's like, it's got 1,500 horsepower. Speed is like 1,500. Only a Bugatti Chiron has got like 1,500.
I'm thinking why Young Don React said they was being disrespectful to iShow Speed is because of the song. He didn't know about the Mandarin meaning and how they use that word. Plus the restaurant scene with the dick restaurant owner where he tried to make Uncle move out his seat. There were some other altercations with the with one of the content creators too. But yeah. But it was a wholesome stream for China. It was very wholesome. Yeah, you're gonna get some bads. That's all streams. in all countries. You're gonna get bads from everywhere, from this area to this time to this situation. Yeah, you're gonna get some bads, but altogether, if you really think of it and see if you're really open minded, you will see how living in another country is very different from living in America. Yeah, you're gonna have some bad. That's everywhere. But if you know where you're going, if you have a person who lives in that country who helps you uh through the city and whatnot. For me, I have my mom because she had my stepfather. For a few months, I lived with her, then I lived by myself in an apartment, in a few apartments, which they were beautiful as hell. I had a 2-bedroom apartment for $282. That is still in America. A 2-bedroom apartment is around $1,200 for or up, depending on what state you live in. But yeah, it's a fucking steal. I was treated so good in Mexico, bruh. I loved it. As long as you have someone to uh help you out in that country, you will have a magnificent time in another country.
This car is faster than my Lamborghini, but it's electric.
Xiaomi better have paid for this, okay? And he's like, well, how much is this car? This car is faster than my Lamborghini. It's only available in China and it's only $70,000?
Oh my God. Is that you think he got paid?
I really hope so.
That's crazy.
Because I was like, damn,
But then you can't buy it here though. You can't buy it in America. It's only in China right now.
That's true, and you can't watch him in China technically. But I mean, he's gotta have gotten paid.
But it feels like a very...
It's so natural, but then at some points I was like, because the way he's like, this car is faster than my Lamborghini and it's only available in China, and this car is only $70,000 while my Lamborghini costs $250,000. Why don't they sell this in America? And I'm going.
What's that name nigga song?
Oh, you wanted that song?
Yeah. Man, turn this shit up, bro.
So netizens of some reason were a little upset because certain stops felt very commercially planned like this. But I thought it was cute, you know? I thought it was okay.
He keeps on putting that song on. That's his favorite song, bro.
And it attracted 7 million viewers. I believe while it was live.
Wow.
I don't know if it was at once, but like, yeah. And after that, Speed was on a bus fleeing away from his fans because...
Bruh, look at this bus, bruh. So beautiful compared to our buses in Baltimore, bruh. A Baltimore bus, a Baltimore City Transit bus, they look good depending on the bus you get. But most of them, they get so fucked up because people don't know how to take care of them. But look at these buses, bruh. Look at the bus that came before. That came. Let's see if I can get it back.
And after that, Speed.
Look at that bus, bruh. That is a beautiful ass bus.
On a bus, fleeing away from his fans.
Look at that bus. These buses compared to the United States buses, bruh. I would love a bus like that. But knowing us, we're going to destroy that bus.
Because they were also cat and mouse chasing him throughout the city, and you just see him like staring out the window, having like a
Look how beautiful
what is that?
this looks compared to our places in the
A
United
song
States.
Unwritten.
Main character.
You got exercise areas in nearby the transit place, bruh.
Yeah.
You got
like
Where?
Look at that. No trash anywhere, bruh.
Where we go?
And you got a whole insignia. Well, not insignia. A name of something and where that is, but it's made with trees or branches.
home. You know, and
Bruh, that is a amazing sight right there. Look at that shit. Looks so beautiful. How you gonna call this a communist country when it looks this beautiful? Yeah, you got certain limitations. Yeah, you got bad areas, good areas, and the best areas. But look how people are treated there. Our community is treated, bro. So wholesome. Yeah, it's a communist country. We all keep on saying it's a communist country. But there are some communist countries that are not so bad, like Denmark. Look at this, bro. Not so bad.
he's just like looking out the window and looking at the Bund. You know the Bund?
Oh yeah, it's the Shanghai bun.
Yeah, I mean, he's from Shanghai, and he's just like, wow, China looks better in the dark. That looks beautiful, bro. And all the comments were like, bro, I did not expect to like China, because although these are Americans, and like, I don't know if my husband wasn't Chinese, I don't know if I would have fallen for all the propaganda, but like there's lots of American propaganda where it's like, you get it, and there's bad things about every country, but it's so beautiful. It's literally so beautiful and so technologically advanced. Like everything is crazy. Tiffany was like, when I get home from Shanghai, I always feel like I'm going back to like the countryside.
Yeah, it's like going back in time.
So netizens are commenting, damn, Speed has done more for world peace than the last 4 US presidents. He should get a Nobel Peace Prize.
And this is why I like Speed so much. He grown on me because he did so much for world peace in what? In 3 days, bruh? In China. He used to be what, in Nigeria? He was in Africa. He was in Mongolia. And he's just IRL streaming and showing how good these countries are. When he was in Europe, he was abused. But when he's in countries like this in Africa, he is treated so well, bruh. Oh shit.
Last 4 US presidents, he should get a Nobel Peace Prize for his trip to China.
Bing chilling.
Bing chilling. Wait, what is Bing chilling?
Okay, so his fans are obsessed with China. I will say it is kind of nice, especially because his fans, you know, I don't think he has like a predominantly Chinese American fan base. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
so these are probably like a lot of Americans who have never really thought about going to China. So it is cute. And then the next day he's leaving Shanghai and he's going to go to Beijing. He puts on the traditional Chinese red and green floral pattern, and he
I like
arrives
that.
in the capital. And side note, I will say that I believe that pattern originated in Shanghai. I saw some comments of people being like, that's actually not a Beijing pattern, but it's like associated with I'm not trying to start fights. I'm not trying to start fights, please. So he's wearing those, and he goes to the Forbidden City, the Palace Museum.
In the Forbidden Palace.
And this is where all the articles came about, that the first thing he did was bow deeply to the palace. He tripped, and he's okay, but he tripped. And so he's looking around the Forbidden Palace, which is 10,000 rooms, and he says, this is bigger than my whole town. Okay, and it's got like 200,000 visitors per day, and he's just amazed. He's got a translator there giving him like a tour of the place, and the only thing that he's
She's
like
beautiful.
holding on to, the only part
Yeah,
of
she's
this,
beautiful.
he's
Shit.
like, the emperor had how many wives? And she's like, 3,000.
He had 3,000 wives?
Yes. 3,000 wives. And so he would, the emperor would sleep with a new wife every day. And Speed is like calculating. He's like, bro, that's 10 years. Chat, that's 10 years. A new woman every day for 10 years, chat. How long did these emperors live? And she's like, actually, they died really early because they were having too much sex. So, okay, they would be dead.
Bro, the emperor was moving mad.
And he's like,
damn, chat, that's crazy, chat.
okay, every time I watch I Show Speed, half of my brain is so stimulated and the other half is like chat, drool. Like afterwards, I just want to stare at a wall and go, chat,
That's crazy, chat.
Also, I will say that people were really impressed at how Chinese fans were so nice to him. So I will say Chinese fans did crowd him. They were following him and they were obsessed. They were screaming. He needed his bodyguards so that they wouldn't crush him or like bombard him. But they were comparing this to another incident that happened when he was traveling abroad in Europe. He had sprained his ankle. His bodyguard had to carry him out of the building into the car, and people were literally ripping his hair out, and they sold it on eBay. They sold one of his braids that they yanked off of his head, and they put it on eBay labeled hand-picked I Show Speed hair.
What?
Yeah, and in most cities in China,
is
everybody was
insane.
really nice. Yeah.
Wow.
And like they people were
That's stupid, bruh. You hear so much good things about these Western European countries, and you hear so much bad things about third world countries and communist countries. But the tables have turned when I Show Speed came through to these countries. You see that European countries abuses you, but these third world countries let you in, make you into family. It's so much hospitable. It's so hospitable. Make you feel comfortable, at ease. Bruh, I know he's a celebrity. I know when it comes to celebrities, people gonna act different. But look how Europe treated him compared to Africa, China, Japan, Mongolia. Bruh. With me in going to Mexico or Mexico, I was treated so good. Everybody was saying hi to me. When I was riding my bike, I almost got ran over. But this person, she, turned the wheel when she saw me bruh. If I was in Baltimore right now, riding my bike, he wouldn't even care. Motherfucker would run over me. This guy took some time to turn his steering wheel round before he got to me, bruh. The only thing that happened that was that bad was my bike got stolen and they charged up the prices. But that's all. I don't care about that. As long as people say hi to me, as long as I get treated like I am one of the uh the Mexican cities Mexican citizens, I'm alright. I got to work there. I got to have my own place there. I got to have a lot of friends who was there. I still talk to friends over there, bruh. They always say hi to me and whatnot. I even had people who was a part of the cartel. And depending on where you go to, yeah, you're gonna have the cartel are like gangs over there. The gangs of America. You have the bad cartel and you have the good cartel. The bad cartel you always gonna hear about in America. While the good cartels don't really do anything except if you give them the right to do something, like disrespect them or disrespect anybody in their country, bruh. Of course, what do you expect, bruh? If you go into certain areas that you, if you've been to those, if you are a citizen of that country, you should know not to go there. But since you don't have a person to guide you around, you accidentally go into a area that is not permitted, bruh. What do you expect? So yeah.
Like found the person.
I actually don't know, but there's videos of him
Wow.
and it looks really bad.
Wow.
Yeah, and so in Beijing, everybody's really nice. All of his fans just come up to him and like feed him. It was giving such East Asian. It was giving like when your East Asian parents don't tell you they love you, they asked if you ate yet, and all of his fans are literally just feeding him. At one point, one of his fans buys him the very famous Beijing. It's like a soy milk that's fermented. Okay, I was
Basically like the Mongolian fermented horse milk. But I still want to try it. I don't fucking care. I want to try it. I would buy it off of a Chinese market that would import it to America. I don't fucking care, bruh. I would try that fucking shit.
Tiffany was telling me about it, okay? And she said, it's actually like famously unique. You know, you go to Beijing, you drink.
I'm into pig feet. I'm into frog legs, bruh. I'm into so much weird delicacies, bruh. I would try it. I don't fucking care. I ate when I was in Mexico, I ate seasoned grasshoppers, bruh. Bruh, I don't fucking care. I'ma drink that fermented milk like it's nothing. Hopefully I do, bruh. I might not, but if I do like it, I'ma drink that shit, bruh.
it. Some people love it, but a lot of the times, you know, even most Chinese people say it's an acquired taste. Like you got to drink it a lot to be like, that slaps. You know, it takes a minute, especially if you're American. She was like, I don't even know if you would like it, and you're usually more open to like, you know, Asian tastes. And Aisha Speed's got high EQ. His fan gives it to him, and they take it, and Aisha Speed's eyes go wide. Okay.
Look at him. Look at him. The Asian guy in the red suit.
He was like, eyes. This unlocked a flavor profile that he has never experienced. It's like a sixth sense. His nostrils have been opened up. Neural pathways are creating, like Chinese neural pathways are creating in his brain. He suddenly knows the word ni hao, and his eyes are wide.
I would try that shit. Look at him.
The smallest sip. You can just tell the fan doesn't even like it. Okay, and he's like, "Is it okay?" Speed is like, "No, it's good. It's good." And he takes more sips.
Wow.
Yeah, he never says, "Oh, it's not my vibe," or like, "That's crazy." He's like,
"Wow,
it's good. It's good." And he takes another sip.
Bean milk.
Look at him.
Very special.
All Google eyes and shit.
Salty milk. It's a kind of. Do you like it? Special salty milk. You should try more. I like it. Welcome to Beijing. Today is.
Welcome to Beijing.
W Speed.
W Speed. Yeah, and by the time he walks out of there, like he's like, I got a squid in my pocket. I got this in my hand. Like, I need help. I need help. So his bodyguards are taking the food away from him, and he's just walking down the street. And I'm like, is this a? I don't know if. Okay, I will say it seems like a good chunk of it are his fans that are buying stuff to feed him. Because like you'll just see random people run up and they're like, Aisha Speed, I love you, I love you, I love you, eat this. And Aisha Speed has no fear of being poisoned. He does not care for his livelihood or his safety. He just be eating. He's just eating. He's like, what the is this? And his fan is like, Tanghulu.
I would try that shit. I don't fucking care, bro.
And he's like,
you had real tanghulu, right? The original.
It's sour, right?
Sour inside, sugar outside.
Yeah, he was having a trip with tanghulu. And
I
was
would
like,
try that shit.
Tanghulu? Damn. Then I just know that you have high EQ because that milk must have hit hard. If you are having a hard time with tanghulu, because he was like, it's so sweet, and then now it's sour. It's sweet as hell. He was very confused by tanghulu. So I'm like, that milk should have done a number on you if tanghulu is doing a number on you. And then another fan is giving him like the blowing candy.
Damn, we've done all of those in like in the videos.
And then later he sees a fan who flew halfway across to China to give him a portrait. He's like, I got a portrait for you. I flew halfway across the country. He's like from a different part of China to come meet you to give you this. And Speed, he has two of them. He's like, can you sign it? Can you sign it? And Speed is like, wait, so I don't get to keep them? I have to sign them? And then he's like, no, you keep one and I keep one. And Speed is like, are you gonna sell it? Are you gonna sell it? And he's like, no, I will keep this for the rest of my life. I swear.
I swear. You're not gonna sell it. On God, you're gonna keep it. All right, I'll sign it. I will only sign it if you keep that. You gotta keep it, bro.
No, he just.
You see the difference when it comes to the skin colors, bruh? They're a little bit darker than me, and without the light, hitting against my skin, I'm a little darker. They're a little bit darker to me. They're like a light-skinned Indian complexion. When it comes to other Asian countries, you will have a little bit darker Asians like the Philippine, Mongolian, Vietnamese. More indigenous Asians are darker, while the lighter ones are the city dwellers, basically, or the metropolitan folks. The metropolitan folks go into the skin bleaching trends, while the indigenous folks don't really care about that. They're more traditional. They they are they're always living with family, while the more metropolitan folks are more individualistic.
All right, I'll sign it. I will only sign it if you keep.
Look at the difference between his complexion and their complexion. They are more whiter, right? He's more darker. He came from uh, a less city-like area in China, I bet.
You gotta keep it, bro.
No, he just looks so cute. They're so cute.
Mhm.
And then also, every time I saw it, my husband would be walking around because I'm like playing it and it's like a 20-hour live stream. So this has been my life for a minute. And my husband will stop by and he goes, I mean, they're just admitting they're on YouTube. You know?
Yup.
Is that okay? And
Is
I'm
that
like, I don't know.
okay?
You tell me, okay? He's like, I don't know. These people are crazy. And he's walking away. So he's going to keep the little sign thing. And then they got to get into a tunnel, an underground tunnel. It's like a high-speed train, super underground. So he gets in and Speed is stressing. Everybody's stressing. His tour manager's stressing. And they're like, okay. And he's telling the chat, like, chat, there's going to be a lag. Just don't exit out. I'm going to be back after the lag. They said the tunnel is like really quick. So we're just going to be in the underground tunnel really, really quick. So they get there and then he's like, everyone's checking their phones. Like, is it lagging yet? Is it lagging? And then he's like, chat, are you still there? And he's like, are we lagging? And you can see in the back, it's a tunnel.
Oh, we're lagging. We're gonna lag. We're underground.
9-5.
Chat, if it lags, don't leave, okay? We're under tunnel.
Look at all the Mandarin characters, bruh. He's getting a lot of Asian people into his streams. That's so wonderful, bruh.
You can't get signal under the tunnel. We're actually not lagging? Yo, China's crazy. We're underground and we're not lagging. Y'all have like internet underground too? Is it lagging now? It's still not lagging? Yo, China is insane. We're literally underground. Chat, everybody spam W China in the chat, bro. W China in the chat. It's not lagging and we're underground. That's actually fire.
2K, 144 PhD, no lag, no fucking.
And the camera looks so much better over there than it does in the States, bruh. How can you not love that? The way they're living, the houses they're in, how transportation is. Yeah, you got limitations, but you got bypasses. You can get a VPN. And yeah, if you're loud about it, you will get in trouble. But if you're like me, if you know how to stay under the radar, it's just like with J-Rock walking. If you're all loud about it and you're jaywalking, you're going to get a consequence. But if you just jaywalk without being a troublemaker or being loud about it or hot about it, you don't get no consequences, bruh.
Lag. Okay, you go to New York and you're gonna take the train. You walk halfway down the steps, your phone is out of signal. You can still see the sky. You're basically still on the street. Your phone, you can't text anyone. You go down there, nothing. You can't text people. He's live streaming underground. Crazy.
That's crazy because
Yeah.
YouTube is not in service in China.
Exactly.
So he's streaming underground with 2K resolution
On a VPN.
on a VPN.
Yeah.
That still strings faster.
No. And then I was thinking about this too. I was like, actually, if I went to China, and even if I were to use a VPN, which I would never do, I would follow all the rules.
No,
But
you
even
won't.
if I were to use a VPN, to upload a video onto YouTube, it might upload faster than when I'm home and connected to like fiber internet cable and shit. And I was like, maybe that's the solution. It's crazy. And everyone is commenting like China's internet is fucking crazy. How are you underground on a train? And then people were saying even his 6-hour stream, 2K quality on a VPN the whole time.
Wow.
There was no buffering, no lagging at any point.
Dang.
Nothing. It's like so crystal clear. It's actually too clear.
Get it, Grandma. Come on.
So then after that, he goes to the Great Wall in Beijing and he
Even the older folks look healthy as shit, bruh. How can you not love that? Compared to the older folks over here, than the older folks in Asia, bruh. Asia, the communist Chinese, bruh. How can you not love that? Where am I?
does a backflip off of it, and everyone's just watching, everyone's obsessed. And while they're at the Great Wall, he runs into this older woman.
Look, bruh. Remember how they say, the darker you are, us black people age slowly. Look at Asian folks and Indian folks. They age slowly too compared to our European the European folks. They age faster, bro. They age like milk. She looks around 40 in this video, bro.
Older lady who is an influencer, well, trying to be an influencer on Douyin, or she's just posting on Douyin, okay? And then she's like, you know what? I'm gonna take a video with you. And she's like, come here, Speed. I mean, she's like, come here, man. I'm gonna take a video with you. Come here, man. And then she's like, I don't charge.
I don't charge.
Yeah. So then she's taking a video, and they're singing like a very famous Chinese song, okay? And Speed is singing it, and then she uploads it onto Douyin. And the caption this elderly woman put is, who is this? She doesn't know Speed. And she was like telling Speed, like, don't worry, I don't charge to take a video with me. Come here.
Oh, she thought it was just a foreigner.
Yeah, and she's like, don't worry, come here. And they took a video, and she goes, who is this? No, she thought, she knew he's famous. It's a famous foreigner because people are surrounding him, but she doesn't know who it is. So she posts it with, who is this?
Look at him! They having an absolutely fun time in Asia, bruh. How can you not love this? So holistic, bruh.
That video within hours gets like 3.3 million likes, not even views, likes. And you want to know why? Because people don't know for the first 5 minutes who the Speed is, because her filter made Speed look like an extraterrestrial alien. The way his chin could fit on the tippy top of a number 2 pencil, the way his face shape is completely a heart now. Even in the background, his big ass, buff ass, muscular bodyguard got some long lashes. That's why they call him Pretty. That's why his nickname is Pretty. Because there, so he's Biggie. But he looked very pretty. And he even made a Douyin later, and he said,
Xiaohongshu.
Yeah, he made a Xiaohongshu later, and he said, hey, Xiaohongshu, I know y'all gave me a nickname, Pretty. Yeah, and he's feeling himself. Everyone's feeling himself, okay?
I would love that, bro. I would love
we're gonna
that.
get back to the bodyguards, because the bodyguards become celebrities.
Wow.
It's so insane. Now people have nicknamed that woman. This is No Charge Filter Auntie. Yeah, she is also now famous. And they say that all of the heads on her video turn into like the rubber droppers, you know? You know, like
No.
those serum containers where you like you squeeze the top and it's like a heart-shaped top and you squeeze it.
Oh, that's specific.
Yeah, I mean hypothyroidism, bro, is also.
In a lot of our cultures, we have a lot of remedies for stuff like the sickness for ginger ale. If you feel like you want to vomit, you drink either ginger ale or something like that. If you feel like you having a cold, you eat chicken noodle soup. They have their own remedies, bruh. Just like with Mexico, they got if you feel as though you're sick, they will take an egg under the bed, and when you wake up, you crack it, so all of that bad energy comes out of you. Every, a lot of these countries that are indigenous are like us, bruh. Trying to tell you. Very similar, just in a different way.
Specific. And so Speed doesn't know until he comes back to America and he's reacting to viral clips from China. And he looks at that video and he goes, bro, what the fuck is that filter?
Bro, what the fuck is this filter?
And people are obsessed. They're like, bro, this is crazy because in 2 days, in just Shanghai and Beijing, Americans are becoming obsessed with China. Like, people actually want to go to China. They're like, we want to go visit China. We want to go be a tourist over there. And they're like, everyone is saying, like, China's crazy. And I'm sure every country has very bad things about each country. People are like, whoa, we need to go there. I can stream under f***ing ground. So then he makes a last-minute trip to Henan,
Henan.
and the 6-hour live stream ends up being his
Henan.
most popular
Henan.
one with
Really?
7.26 million
Henan.
viewers, because he decides that he wants to go to a Shaolin temple, and this is like the birthplace of Kung Fu. To show how serious it was, it starts with him wearing a bald cap.
Oh my god, you know what's funny?
What?
You should do a story on Shaolin.
Oh, the recent.
So Shaolin, head dude in charge, just got exposed. It's crazy.
You see how darker the complexion is with the more indigenous folks than the metropolitan folks? They're a little bit more darker, bruh. When you get into the more indigenous places, they look darker.
Wait for like doing the dirty.
Oh yeah, he does everything.
He does
But
all the
he's
dirties.
Like,
There
tea.
are the dirty.
He'd be doing all the dirties.
But also the crazy part. So Shaolin is always been around in the books, like throughout the history of China. But they kind of went a little bit more not distinct. Like nobody cares about them anymore.
Yeah.
There's nobody in there. There's no money. The temples are getting really beat down.
Yeah.
He took it, treated it like a business. That's why he made it international. Now everybody, like American, everyone knows Shaolin Kung Fu. Like he made it famous. And he just got exposed after decades of running it.
All I know is he'd be getting girls. That's all I heard. I'm sure it's way more serious, but of course the internet makes it so unserious. So all I've seen so far is he'd be getting a lot of girls. That's all I know, but we'll see. Maybe there's crimes, maybe there's something. We'll see where it goes. But he decides he's going to go to the Shaolin temple and he wants to learn Kung Fu. So he's wearing a bald cap and a monk robe. He shows up like
You're
that.
so fucking stupid, bruh.
I want to learn some kung fu, bro.
And he spends 2 hours in the mountain. What the f is happening?
I want to learn some kung.
Look how darker the indigenous Asians are compared to the metropolitan folks, bruh. They're a couple complexions darker than the city-like Asians. The city-like Asians are closer to the white complexion, while the darker skinned ones are more closer to the Indian complexion, or the Native American complexion, or the Spanish complexion.
Fu, bro.
And he spends 2 hours in the mountains asking
you could tell whenever they're from the city or from the indigenous, from the complexion of their skin. She's more from the metropolitan area because how light she is compared to her counterparts that are indigenous counterparts, which are more darker.
Passerbys for directions to find the temple. They're getting fucking lost in the mountains.
I'm very nervous right now.
And finally, they find a temple, and he's so excited. He's on his knees. He's begging them, train me, please, master, train me. And there's this picture I'm going to insert for you. It's just like his booty's popped out. He's on all fours. And there's just like a Chinese old guy sitting like, what the fuck is happening? And the monk tells him in Chinese. And the translator is like, okay, let me translate this for you. Because he's like, please train me, master.
Please, I will do anything. I want to be just like you. Train me, master.
And the Chinese monk tells him, find inner peace. Keep this inside. Don't be so excited. He's like, shut the fuck up. And he goes, train me, please. And so they do all this like kung fu, you know, and it's like very lame. He's just had to like frog jump and go up and down the mountain for like an hour.
Go! Go! Oh. No. Yeah. Oh, shit.
Oh, beautiful.
Oh, fuck.
Oh,
And then do like the
beautiful.
horse stance until his legs start cramping. And then after hours of doing like the most basic stuff that really doesn't even matter, they tell him, hey, this is like a business. This is a private kung fu training school. It's not a temple. And he's like, what the fuck? I thought I was getting trained by a high monk, like a master monk. What the fork is happening?
Oh, go!
So then he gets back out, and turns out the passerbys, they didn't understand what he was asking for. He just kept saying he wanted to learn kung fu, so they sent him to the private business. So then he has to go and look for the real temple. He finds the real temple.
God bless America.
Local officials had to step in to show him which ones were the real temples, because they were like, oh, you're looking for a real temple? Okay, I guess we'll show you because it's like in the mountains. And he goes and he meets Master Liang at the Shaolin Temple. And you already know that this is the real master, because every time Speed tries to bow or kneel, the master is like very upset, like telling him to get up. And then he's also on his knees.
Why?
I guess they don't like being kneeled down to. So anytime Speed kneels, he's kneeling. And honestly, I love this man.
Yeah, he cool as shit.
The
He
monk?
real cool.
Yeah.
Okay,
Well,
why?
I don't think he's a monk. He's got hair.
I mean, some monk can have hair.
Oh, okay. Well, he's got a lot of it.
If they pass their training, basically, what it is, you gotta go into a certain higher level to keep your hair. So they grow their hair out. They grow their hair back out, basically. When you're in the entry levels, you have to cut your hair until you've gone to the more intermediate levels. I can't remember. I think it's part of the six will way. The six will way, I think it's called. Or is it the six will way? Six will way. Uh, Buddhism. I haven't looked this up in a Eightfold Path. That's what it's called. Yep, it's the fundamental teachings of the Buddha that outlines the path to liberation from suffering and cessation or rebirth. It consists of 8 interconnected practices: right view, right intention, right speech, right action, right livelihood, right effort, right mindfulness, and right concentration. These practices are designed to cultivate uh wisdom, ethical conduct, and concentration, leading to a peaceful, liberated state of mind. The Eightfold Path is a key part of the Four Noble Truths and is essential for achieving enlightenment and nirvana. Uh, why do Buddhists Buddhist monks shave their heads? Buddhist monks shave their head as a symbol of renunciation, commitment to spiritual practice, and to promote equality within the monistic monistic community. Just like I said, it's the entry, the fundamental teaching, basically. Renunciation of material desires. Shaving the head represents a monk's commitment to renounce worldly attachments and vanity. Just like with the Bible, don't be materialistic, be spiritual. Yup. By shaving their heads, monks eliminate visible signs of individuality, promoting a sense of equality among all members of monistic community. The uniform appearance fosters humility and reinforces the idea that we all are equal on the path to enlightenment. Once you find once you get to the path to enlightenment, you can grow your hair back. Historic traditions. The practice dates back to the time of Gautama Buddha, which is one of the uh one of the one of the I think 12 Buddhists. There are pitch there are I forgot what they're called, but you got the fat Buddha, a skinny Buddha his uh with the hand symbols and whatnot. Those all uh are different Buddhists, basically. Buddha the Buddhists don't believe in God. They believe in prophets, basically. And all those Buddhas are prophets. Is basically how mythologies were brought up. All all the monks that obtain enlightenment become one of those Buddhists, basically. And they will make statues and portraits of them. Dates back to Gautama Buddha, who shaved his head as a symbolic gesture when he announced his royal life. He was the one who came from the royal life. Uh, Went down the street, saw the five, I think it was three ways of life: the baby, the old man, and the dead body on the ground, if I can remember straight. That's the one that everybody knows. We're the one who sits under the tree and starts meditating. Uh, Head as a symbolic gesture when he renounces his royal life in search of spiritual liberation. The act marked the beginning of his journey as an ascetic, ascetic, and his since and has since become a tradition among Buddhist monks and nuns. Yup, hygiene, practicality, no lies, infections, maintain hygiene, communal communal living environments, discipline, yup, mindfulness, dharma, yup, commitment to dharma. Dharma, I think, is spiritual. What I think dharma is energy. I think, if I can remember straight, dharma. Oh yeah. In general terms, refers to behavior that aligns with the order and customs that sustain life. So basically, like uh, feng shui, feng shui, but in a different way, basically, including virtue, righteousness, and moral duties. Karma, dharma, they both come from the Hinduist in what is it called? Sanskrit language. The Hinduist religion in the Sanskrit language, which all Buddhism came from India. It just got passed down to Asia and Japan. Well, China, Japan, Thailand, probably Mongolia, if I can remember straight. But Mongolia was more has Russian more Russian traditions in art and clothing because they were ruled by the Russians. That's why when you see Mongolian language, it looks more like Russian Cyrillic. See, uh, Cyrillic. Yep, Cyrillic script. If I can, yeah, there we go. It will look more like this. Let me show you. Mongolian, Mongolian language. But they do have a few languages though. Uh, dialects. So you got some that look like Indian script because uh they got overruled by India, and then you got this one which looks more like Arabic. Uh Let me show you more. So this looks more like acrylic. Mongolian, let's say Mongolian acrylic. Mongolian acrylic alphabet. There we go. The other one I showed you is more Indian or Arabic, I mean. Mongolian Arabic. Arabic. See, they got a few different other dialects, basically, that look like Indian, Arabic, and Cyrillic. And it depends on where, you, what city, what area is gonna be that type of dialect, either Cyrillic or Indian style or Arabic style or yeah. Language. Let's see. You might have. No, you don't. It's just the vocabulary and the grammar and writing system because with the simplified, more modern Chinese or Mandarin, they write like us from left to right. But in the traditional, more Taiwanese, Singaporean, uh, Cantonese traditional Mandarin, they write right to left, from up to down, basically. But yeah, let's get back to the.
Master Liang. Master Liang. Please teach me Kung Fu.
Okay, no problem.
And he's teaching him kung fu, and he said kung fu is not just fighting. Kung fu is training your mind. Kung fu is not full of power. You need to leave some power to save yourself. Not just hurt the enemy. You need power to save yourself.
I'm learning Kung Fu, please.
Speed is like, I want to learn nunchucks.
1, 2. Oh.
They start teaching him like real kung fu, and it looks real.
Oh, really? It looks different this time.
Yeah, they have like this long rope thing with a bag attached, and they're like,
That's a rope dart. So what a rope dart is, I used to have one. It's a rope with a metal dart and a ribbon on the side. What that ribbon does with like spears, you have it on swords and whatnot. What that ribbon does, it will catch all the blood that came off of your victim, so you won't get sprayed, and it will absorb that blood, so it won't affect the weapon. Basically, I'll show you. Yes, I used to have a rope dart. I used to have a couple of them too. Rope dart. Yep, that's what it looks like. It's not a bag. It's just she sees this, the ribbon, and you got the dart right there. It's very you gotta be raw. You gotta know how to swing your body. It's just like how people are using the bow or the staff in Kung Fu, but without the staff, you're using it with the rope dart. Basically similar fashion, or with the spear. You gotta you gotta be rotating your weapon all the time, basically. Circular motions. Yeah, you can have the rope dart or the meteor hammer. Meteor hammer is much rounder let me show you. Meteor hammer, rope dart. Yeah, that's more of the dart form. That's the meteor hammer right here. So you got two attachments, the rope dart and then the meteor hammer.
Like it's like very intense.
The rope dart is like the counterbalance to the rope. It helps it to flow in the air like how he's doing. It's more circular rotations. You gotta know how to move your hips with this weapon, just like the bow.
Oh.
And they're learning that, and he needs
Mhm.
to have an iron shirt, which is
Iron shirt is all your energy, your chi coming to your your uh your chest, making you more invulnerable to pain. That's why it's called the iron shirt. It's basically a way to meditate, uh force your energy to your chest to make you more invulnerable in your chest. I had to learn all this through massage therapy, and I did a lot of reading when it came to Taoism and Shaolin monk traditions and how they meditate. I used to have books on these type of
where
things.
you use energy to make your body.
铁布衫.
Yes, but basically,
It's similar to what you have. 朱砂掌. The red ass hand.
okay, you better watch out because I might be like a kung fu master. Okay, I want to go to China after this.
More breathe. Don't fight. Your life.
Controlling your energy, basically.
Is in sky, in earth, in fire, and in water.
And so they said he needs to have an iron shirt, and the only way to get it is to get beat up.
Hey, I'm ready. Come on, y'all. Come on. I'm ready. Let's go.
So, so the master and him are doing like the energy movements, and then a monk comes up to him and slams a giant wooden stick on his arm until it breaks, and like that's how you learn.
After you get hit, you gotta do so all that pain will get out of your body. That's how it's taught.
Learn how to hold this energy and stuff, and I will say it looks very painful, and Speed is like dying after the first one on his arm.
Yes. God damn. God damn. God damn, master. Master.
Okay, first of all, he gets hit with.
He looks so dramatic with yelling like that, bro. You seen him?
The stick, and then all of a sudden he knows how to say ni hao, so I think it did something to him. And in this like philosophy clip blows up on Douyin because as he's screaming, the monk is on the ground with him and says, "It is pain, but it is life. It is pain, but it is Shaolin.
I love it.
But it is Kung Fu. It is pain, but it is you."
It's pain, but it's life. It's pain, but it's Shaolin. It's pain.
He's so calm with it.
It's pain.
Kung Fu.
It's you.
Yeah. And so he's dying, okay? They have to go through 2 more sticks. But what people were really impressed was he actually, like, you can see that he's in a lot of pain. But he's taking it seriously. Like, Speed wants to keep going.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he seems very genuine about wanting to learn more.
You know, like you gotta say, like, you know, he's like extra dramatic all the time.
Yeah.
But at the important moments, he's like really high EQ.
Yeah.
He never acts like a fool at the wrong time. I mean, at least from the clips I've seen in China.
There was one where this was not a setup. This girl in China just comes up to him and just starts saying some vile racist stuff. Really, and it was like either she thought she was being edgy and funny, or
Yeah.
she didn't really understand the impact.
She's probably a content creator and do edgy content, basically. That's why she's dressed like this and saying stuff like that. But thing about it is he took it like a man. He knew how to divert his fans to liking the person and not going against this content creator. This is what I like about him. He will take the pain and not use it to his advantage.
Of what she's saying, which doesn't really excuse anything. It doesn't mean anything. Like, you really shouldn't say that, especially like you're not representing your country. Well, a lot of Chinese netizens were really upset with her, right?
Yep.
But the way Speed handled it was very impressive, because it would
Let the people of that country handle it. Don't let people from your country handle it if you're streaming. Because if the netizens of that country sees her doing that, of course they going give her backlash for stupid shit like that, bruh. And she gonna learn her lesson.
have been so easy for him to be like, oh my God, chat, did you hear that, chat? Right?
Mm-hmm.
But instead he was like, guys, I don't think she knew what she was saying.
Yeah.
Like, I think she was just saying random stuff. So it's
Wow.
like he's even still trying to like protect her from his own chat
Dang.
while she says some crazy stuff. So it was actually really, and I was like, damn. I don't know anything else about him, okay? But it was cute. Anyway, he seems really genuine about being a monk. So he's getting back up and he's getting this giant stick to the back, and he's like taking this so seriously. And at the end, he tells the monk, because it's not, he has Master Liang who's like doing the energy with him, and then a monk comes up and hits him with the stick. And he's like, I want to do what you did to me, to you.
Tell Master Shin I would like to do what he did on me.
You want to flip the script?
Oh yeah, he's like, I'm gonna hit you with the stick. And the monk literally just nods. And then he does his energy, and he's standing there, and Speed comes in, whacks him with the stick, it breaks, and the monk stands back up.
Hey, there, Master Shin. Payback is a mother.
And releases the pain.
You don't feel that?
And Speed is like, what?
When he does that, so he gets into that stance. Because when you get into that stance, all your weight goes to your front, right? So when you take football, right? You gotta have your head forward when you're about to get tackled. So when you go down on your back, it won't hurt as much. Because your body knows instinctively you're gonna get tackled. So do that, you clinch over, and you let yourself get tackled. Just like boxing. When you go to box, right, and you get hit in your chest, you go into it, basically. You lean into that punch so it won't hurt you as much, because you're telling your body instinctively you're gonna get punched, so take it. Once he goes in after this, he does this, which channels all that energy and that pain and comes out, basically.
And Speed is like, what the f? Because he wanted him to be in pain. And he was like, you know what? I'm sorry. And Speed starts apologizing to him. And he was like, I'm sorry, man. Like, you're the one. You're the one, okay? And it's really so cute because, and I don't know if I just like to see the good in everyone, right? But at the end, like, you just see Speed trying to ask for, like, his team. He's like, where's the cash? Like, I really want to.
Tip them?
Like, I want to bless the temple.
Oh, bless the temple.
You know, like, I want to, like, give them something back. And so he keeps trying to give the cash to the master. And he's like, friend, we don't do money. Friend, we are our country, my country, whole world. We are all friends because of Kung Fu.
Okay. Now, along with the top guy of Shaolin who just got charged
with like embezzling money. Okay.
I mean,
no, but I trust this one. He was so sweet. And he said, you know, I have an idea, because Speed keeps trying to give him the money. He's like, give it to the kids. They can buy snacks.
And you know, a lot of people in America would selfishly take that before I would even take that shit. Truthfully speaking, I would have took that shit, bruh. I don't fucking care, bruh. I would have took that shit because it's in me to take that shit. But for them, bruh, they care about their kids more than their selves.
And like the kids are there and they're all so excited. And then, oh yeah, before the kids even came in, you know, the master was like, okay, we got kids. Can they take a picture with you? And Speed was like, bring them in. And so because the master speaks English. So he switches to Chinese and he's like, bring the kids in. And Speed is just standing there going.
Yeah, tell your students to come in.
After all that great bonding. Okay? So all the
For real. I think he's doing this with dramatics. I show Speed is doing this with, you could tell it's dramatic because he already knows what that word means. He keeps on putting that song on. So he knows what that word is and know what it means, bruh. So he's just doing it just to get his audience riled up. It's funny as shit, though.
all the comments are, this is Speed has finally experienced classic Chinese story. Go through days of difficulties. Finally find the master.
Found the master.
It's so cute. It honestly was adorable. So then he goes to Chengdu. Chengdu is often called the panda base because it's the only region where the wild giant pandas are naturally found. So naturally, Speed decides that he's going to get panda makeup.
Try this look fire low key. I look too much like a panda.
And turn himself into a panda. Which he
Stupid
does
shit.
take off eventually, and he's just wearing a panda headband with like pandas. And the city is surrounded by bamboo forests. It's a really beautiful area. And Speed is very excited for Panda Land.
They putting needles in my body, bro.
And he goes to this like traditional Chinese medicine clinic, and the traditional medicine
I would
practitioner
love
is checking
that.
his pulse.
I'm sorry,
and,
but I
he
would
proudly
love that
announces,
so
"You do
much."
not have hypothyroidism. And everyone's clapping like, yeah! And it's just like the cutest little, everything is turning into like a variety show. This is like the cutest, most wholesome live stream that I've ever seen in my life, although there is some drama, but people were
If he had hypothyroidism, he will be gaining fat every time he ate. He will, not every time, but he will be having to either go to the gym almost every day because he will know that he will gain weight after he ate so much in that day.
saying, is this all like so set up? Is this also propaganda? But who cares, because it's so cute. And like the reactions are so wholesome, right? He also does, he watches people do Kung
Just like the Indian ice cream thing.
Fu tea. I didn't know this, but the Kung Fu tea spouts are like this long. Like if you hold out your arms all the way, like you're about to give someone a hug, that's how long the spout of the tea is. And they just be whipping that shit around and then they pour it all dramatically. And each time Speed is trying to drink the tea, it's just a lot going on. A lot. There's a woman who's upside down pouring the tea. And Speed is like, bro, I am just thirsty. And I just know Speed was dying because it's same. It's the American in us. You go to Asia, why the fuck am I getting hot tea right now? Give me an ice water. I just walked around town. Get me a fucking ice water, please.
I would rather have hot
but he's still
tea
trying all
than
the
ice
tea.
water.
Very sweet. And by this point, Speed's 2 bodyguards start going crazy. You know, they start getting viral on Douyin, on Chinese social media.
I would
because even like
love that.
Chinese mainstream news are covering little bits of Speed's trip. They're just saying like super famous American live streamers visiting China and he loves it, right? Stuff like that. And so people are like watching all of this, and these 2 bodyguards in other countries, people were comparing when Speed travels to other countries, the bodyguards are freaking stressed. People are trying to rip out Speed's hair and like sell it on eBay. Meanwhile, in China, it seems like as long as you can control the crowds at restaurants, at establishments, bro, the bodyguards are on a paid vacation is the joke in China. In Chengdu, while Speed is trying acupuncture, he is screaming. The camera pans to his bodyguard, his buff ass bodyguard, who is drinking like the daintiest little bubble tea. He's like, it looks like a tiny little shot glass in his hand, okay? He's like sucking on the little milk bubbles, okay? And someone on the side is like, what are you drinking? And he's like, I'm drinking tea. It's good for your skin, they said, right?
What are you drinking? I'm drinking it because it's good for your skin, right?
And so,
how's my skin?
Yeah, and so he's like, you know, they call me pretty, you know that, right? And so the netizens are commenting, I told you, chewing, chewing, chewing. Traveling, chewing, chewing, chewing. It's just not the same everywhere. Chewing, 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 chewing. Okay. After returning from China, people are joking. The bodyguard is telling Speed, find someone else. I also have fans. I've got fans too now. When they were eating hot pot in Chengdu, Speed is coughing because he ate something spicy. He's literally choking on the hot chili. And the bodyguard looks at him and goes back to, doesn't even put down his chopsticks, goes back to eating the hot pot. Chinese netizens start joking. Speed, I am dying. I am dying. Bodyguard, I'm eating. Okay. There's another one. Bodyguard, hot pot attacks my boss. I have to attack the hot pot. Okay. It's said in one very viral post in China because Chinese people are having different reactions than Americans. That the bodyguard gained 10 pounds, and they were doing a before and after picture from his trip in China. He gained 10 pounds. They said he be eating good. Eating good. He also, one of the people that Speed really wanted to meet was Jackie Chan.
Jackie Chan?
Yeah, he met him. But Jackie Chan only wanted to meet him in private, no live streaming, no filming. What? And Speed...
I understand this because if this got brought up to YouTube, a lot of people would try to go up to his house, bruh. A lot of people. If he filmed it outside of his house, of course, people would try to find his location.
Was so excited he went, and then later back in America he live streamed that he was actually really happy that there was no live streaming, no pictures, nothing, because he could just focus on everything Jackie Chan said, and he said he was so inspirational.
That's so interesting.
Yeah.
Wow. See, that's kind of cool though to hear. Like it seems like Jackie Chan really actually want to meet.
Yeah, like
not for content, not for clout.
Yeah, not for like, oh, Americans, hi again.
Like come on, bring your fans here, but more so like he genuinely just want to connect with Speed. Wow, and that is so fascinating, right?
They got together privately, and he said Jackie Chan was so inspiring. And I bet it was probably nice for Speed too to not have to worry about making it the most entertaining moment, you know?
Yeah. Wow.
And then he wanted to meet Jackie Chan, which he met in private. He wants to meet Wao Qi, who is the singer of Sunshine Rainbow White Pony, which there's drama about that, but we're gonna get there. And then he wanted to meet the third person he wanted to meet is Tian Yiming.
Is it the singer?
Super Idol.
Super Idol 的笑容多美你的甜。
Exactly. Okay. So his whole thing is he is famous for singing over the top, greasy style, high quality man trope. Like he wears a suit, super greased back hair, and everything he says is just oily, greasy. And people love him. He goes viral all the time with Super Idol and all of this. So Speed is like, I want to meet him. I want to meet him. And they meet, and he shows up not in costume. He shows up looking like his normal self. And he's actually like, I mean, people fell in love with this guy.
Oh.
Like he is.
It wasn't in character.
He wasn't in character. He was just very excited to make that TikTok with Speed because Speed wanted to make a TikTok singing Super Idol with him. That went crazy viral. I think it has like 50 million views on like one video. And I'm sure across all platforms, even crazier. I don't know. But he just does the video. He's very genuine about meeting Speed. And then he quickly tries to leave. Because a lot of Chinese netizens like that he's, again, not trying to sit there and like capitalize and like trying to get an American audience and do too much.
Yeah.
Like he was just like, oh, Speed wants to meet me and do a TikTok with me. So I'm going to meet him and do a TikTok with him. And like, I'm honored. And like, okay, it was so nice seeing you. Bye. It didn't feel like I'm gonna stick around and keep talking and like do a lot.
Oh shit!
And so people are
I
like,
didn't
God, this
see
guy's so
that.
humble and so cool. So Chinese people fell more in love with him. Americans fell more in love with him after that.
Huh.
Yeah,
Let's
it was
go
actually
back.
really cute. People didn't do too much, like his normal self. And he's actually like,
My bad for that. I didn't. I
people fell
wasn't
in
in
love
my
with this guy.
React
Oh.
channel.
Like he
It
is.
wasn't in character.
He wasn't in character. He was just very excited to make that TikTok with Speed because Speed wanted to make a TikTok singing Super Idol with him. That went crazy viral. I think it has like 50 million views on like one video. And I'm sure across all platforms, even crazier. I don't know. But he just does the video. He's very genuine about meeting Speed. And then he quickly tries to leave. Because a lot of Chinese netizens like that he's, again, not trying to sit there and like capitalize and like trying to get an American audience and do too much. Like he was just like, oh, Speed wants to meet me and do a TikTok with me. So I'm going to meet him and do a TikTok with him. And like, I'm honored. And like, okay, it was so nice seeing you. Bye. It didn't feel like I'm gonna stick around and keep talking and like do a lot. And so people are like, God, this guy's so humble and so cool. So Chinese people fell more in love with him. Americans fell more in love with him after that.
Huh.
Yeah, it was actually really cute.
He's not
Oh,
greasy.
shit.
Like he's just got that top star energy. He's not clowning around.
He's not
just-
greasy.
Yeah, he's not greasy. And as he's walking around Chengdu, people are just like feeding him. Fans are feeding him. One auntie walks around and hangs a long string of sausages. It's like a traditional Chinese spicy sausage around his neck. And he's just walking around with sausages around his neck. People
I
are
would
squirting
love
like
that.
drinks into his mouth when he gets thirsty. And then there is an
It's like a marathon.
The unk.
The unk.
The goose unk.
In Chengdu is where he meets the unk. And that is where I leave you with part 1. Because in part 2, the unk lore is going to make you cry. The backstory of the unk, the Americans only know what you saw on Speed's live stream, but there's back lore for the unk. There's drama. A restaurant and a business owner gets completely wrecked and canceled. A whole TV network gets like dragged through the mud in China because of Speed, because of unk. Not because of them, but like because of how they handled the situation. Oh, there's so much drama. Like so far it's been wholesome. But it's about to get dramatic. It's about to get crazy. Just you wait. Just you freaking wait. And that's going to be in part 2. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
This is why I like Stephanie Sue so much. She makes everything into a story, and the best story with comedy, with interesting facts, with so much. Sounds like she is a professional book writer. Nonfiction book writer. Just the way she words everything, it's so interesting. This is another reason why I want to go to China or any of the Asian countries, because I feel as though if I can make it through Mexico, if I could get another way of going to the Philippines or any type of Asian countries like I did with Mexico, I'd be alright. If I had someone with me to give me guidance on where to go and what to look out for and what to say and how to say it, I'll be alright. Just like with everybody else. If you follow the rules of the country, you gonna be good. When it most of the time when you don't follow the rules, this is when you get you 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 become like Johnny Somali and go to that Philippine prison. You get beat up by the netizens of Korea or Japan. You become like the white people that gets banned from that country because you you are disabling that country with what you're doing. And for what? You're going there to tour, to visit, to live amongst the people, not feel entitled and think you own that country. You try to be the culture. You try to be like the people in that culture. So why disrupt and fuck up that country and make it hard for the people that actually respect that country to go over there, bruh? Why? But this is the end of the video. Like, subscribe. You already know. Death is out.
Why does nobody accept money here? He gives me a gift instead, chat. Thank you.